listeners, my name is Imran and you are watching my channel UTech Expert channel. Today we will start practical 2 and GTL basic. So let's see first what is the task. So that is the practical 1. That is the practical 2, sorry. Practical 2 task is write a program to calculate square and cube of first 10 natural numbers. So that is the task. It's mean that we calculate square and cube first 10 numbers. It's mean that the 1 to 10. So what is the code? That is the code we follow, as you can see. So let's start and understand how can we complete this task. These are basics, and we have a program, as you can see. That is the complete task. In the first line we say that the CLS, it's mean that when this line is executed the screen will be clear, and second line says that the print a number and cube and square. So we print. First of all, I will see you the result of this program. Press F2, as you can see below, for results. So these are the results. We are add additional numbers 1 to 10, then 10 natural numbers 1 to 10, and the cube also, and the square. So let's discuss how can we get these results. Back to the program, type CLS and type list list for viewing lines of program. These are the program. In the first line we say that this CLS, and the second line we say that they print just for printing numbers, the 10 natural numbers and cube and square. The print command is very simple. You can watch on video on print command. That's very easy. The purpose of print command is that to display a text just like a numbers, cubes and squares. But the condition is that we use a for statements. It's mean that that is the for loop, and that is the use for repetitive task. For example, we have a calculating again and again for cubes and square, so that's why we use for statements. For statements is very easy. In other words, we can say that that is the looping condition to perform task again and again. So let's start understand how to use in this program for finding a cube and square. So we use for, type for, and use a variable, and that is the I variable, and have a 1 value. So that is the starting condition, and 1 is equals to I is equals to 1, and to 10. To 10 means a closing condition is 10. It's mean that the first time is equals to I, and comparing to I to 10. It's mean that the I comparing to ending condition. I is equals to 1 and comparing 10, that is not equal. So then next line will be executed. So next line is that we use a s. S is a variable. So s is storing a value for multiplication, 2 multiplication. It's mean that the I into I. So how can we find I? I is equals to, at the current stage, is equals to 1. So I have a 1, another I have a 1. So both multiplication answer is 1. It's mean that the multiplication both variables and answer is stored in the s variable. So we have a s variable and s have a 1 value. So this line will be complete, and next line will be executed. So let's see. C is a variable. At this stage C have a no value. When s and I will be multiplied, then the C contains the value. So which value contains, let's discuss. And s at this stage have a 1 value, because we see 1 into 1 is equals to 1, and s is equals to have a 1 value. So at this stage s have a 1 value and I also have a 1 value. So both multiplication and c contain 1 value. So these both line in first circle, the value will be same. I mean that the s have a 1 value and c have a 1 value, because I have a 1 value. So next line will be executed, and next line says that the print I and print s and print c. So at the first time I have a 1 value, so we can print 1 value below to the number, and s also have a 1 value placed to the cube below, and c also have a 1 value, so print it to the square below. So these are the body for loop. It's mean that the I comparing 1 to 10, it's mean that the next I, this statement says that the I is equals to not 10, so jump to again on the line number 30. So but when the at this stage I will be automatically increases. So at the stage I have a new value, that is 2. It's mean that I is equals to 2, another compare is equals to 10, both are not equal, then perform again the next line. So we have a I new value. So and at the another I we have a 2 value for both multiplying 2 into 2 is equals to 4. So s containing 4 value, so s have a new value is equals to 4. So this line will be completed, and again we have a variable, another c contains both values, s have a 2 value, s is equals to 4, and we can see 2 into 2 s contain 4 value. So let's see the c value. So s is equals to 4 and I is equals to 2 value. It's mean that I is storing 2 and s is storing 4. 4 to the 8, so c containing 8 value. So c have a new value which is 8, and then print it. So in first I printed below 2, s printed cube is equals to 4, and c printed to the 8. So like this process processing in 10 time, so we can see results according our task. Let's see the results. Press F2. So according to need we can print this task successfully. 1, 4, 1, 8, 16 and 64, like these are the cubes, these are the squares. So task will be completed.